Y'all, so I scrolled past this video that this black woman had made, okay? So in the video, she was sitting on a couch. She had on like some, like some short shirts that you wear just around the house and a shirt, right? And in the video, she was saying like, oh, when he was texting you on ABC XYZ, but then we all see each other, he acting shy, right? So that's all good and well, but I want to get into a comment that I saw under this post, right? So a page that I'm assuming is a white woman because the name of the page was Rachel something, right? This person commented and said, oh God, like, please send me a white woman with this build. Like, I know it's asking for a lot, but that would just help me so much, right? And I want to get into this. Y'all, because y'all gonna be mad at what I got to say, but oh well. Now, I did just go back and check the person who commented this page, and it is a lesbian white woman, okay? Initially, I assumed that it was a white man, but then I looked at the name, and I was like, the name is Rachel. That don't make no sense, right? So then I was like, huh? So now I just went back and looked at the page, and I saw the rainbow flag, and clearly it is a lesbian white woman, right? So I know I'm finna get some comments like, yeah, you were looking through that heteronormative lens. You're right. You ate me up just a tad bit, but now we're on the same page, and that has been clarified, right? So this lesbian white woman left this comment talking about, yeah, can I just get a black woman with this build? And I'm going to tell y'all the truth, okay? Now, y'all finna think that I'm just saying this to hype black people up or whatever, but that's not at all where this is coming from. In fact, I'm not even going to start by talking about black women, okay? I'm going to start by talking about black men. There have been a number of times where I have scrolled past, like, bodybuilders and stuff, right? And the jokes that they make about black men's bodies, okay? So I've seen on a number of occasions a white or an Asian man be like, yeah, I trained for like 10 years and now I finally have the physique of an average black guy who doesn't even go to the gym, right? They make these little jokes about how black men's physique is just naturally whatever as compared to theirs, okay? Now, the reality is this is not just something about black men, okay? This is also something about black women. And I know y'all finna be mad. But hey, I'm here to tell the truth. This is the reality. And I'm talking to y'all as somebody who was actually skinny for most of my life. A lot of you guys watch my YouTube and this is your first time seeing me, so you assume I've always been fat, but that is not the case. I was skinny up until I was like 23. And then I started to gain weight and I was thick and then I kept gaining weight and I got fat, okay? And this is the reality, okay? If you compare a skinny black woman and a skinny white or Asian woman, right? Or a thick black woman and a thick white or Asian woman, or a fat black woman and a fat white or Asian woman, right? I'm not going to hold y'all. At every single point, black women are going to take home the prize. Like, something about the way that we carry our weight and the way that the curves settle, it just, it sits better than white and Asian women, okay? And y'all are going to be mad. People are absolutely going to be offended by this. But this is something that I've seen all around me. Absolutely. Even like, okay, because I will say that as far as fat goes, I'm on the smaller end of the fat range. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like I would say I'm closer to losing weight and being thick than other fat people may be, right? But let's take some big old humongous, like big bitches, okay? Even them, if you compare a black big ass bitch to a white big ass bitch, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the black one is still gonna hold the weight better. Something about our genes and the way that we carry weight is just different from white people and Asian people's. In fact, of course, y'all are gonna play dumb about this because, of course, y'all always want to downplay and humble black women. But we all know this, and y'all actually used to admit to this on a regular enough occasion. Y'all remember a couple years ago when black dudes would be talking about, like they would post a picture of a white woman who was thick or something and would say, yeah, black women, the snow bunnies is coming for y'all. It's over when they shape like this, right? And in posting that, you acknowledge that this is an anomaly for white women and this is pretty much normal for black women. You literally saying, yeah, black women are shaped better than these women, and the minute that they, get some shape to them, then it's over for black women, right? So again, everybody's going to come to this post and be acting confused and, black women ain't shaped better than nobody, so and so and so. But the reality is we all know that there is a difference. And of course, like I said, I know that y'all got to downplay and humble black women no matter what. But baby, look, you only lying to yourself because I don't believe you. Now, let me get to the gag. Let me get to the kicker, right? Black women are the blueprint. We really are. And again, y'all gonna be mad. Y'all, no one wants to be like those Shaniquas and Keishas. Whatever you gotta say to make yourself feel better. But anyway, again, black women really are the blueprint. Every other woman wants to be a black woman. That's why you see non-black women out here with the acrylic nails and they gelling down their baby hairs and they trying to be shaped like us, getting BBLs and stuff, because black women are really the blueprint. And it's crazy to me because this white supremacist system has managed to convince black women that we are not beautiful. You have black women walking around getting straight weaves and shit. Meanwhile, non-black women all over the world are trying to get box braids and gel their edges down and mimic our mannerisms and our vernacular and so and so and so. We are like the epitome of femininity. Whenever a woman wants to be as feminine as possible, she tries to channel her inner black woman, so to speak, right? The reality is this. You all have a very perverse relationship with black people. And in this context, we're talking about black women, of course, but it's not just about black women. Black men are also included in this as well, right? This woman left this comment talking about, yeah, can you send me a white woman who's shaped like this? Baby girl, white women are not shaped like that, okay? So you need to come to terms with the fact that what you want is a black woman, okay? You need to come to terms with that fact, right? But you all have this strange ass relationship with black people to where you pretend you hate us, right? Okay? But at the same time, you love everything about us. So you sitting here talking about, oh yeah, I don't date black women, but you want a white woman who is basically a black woman though, right? Like, come on now. And like I said, this is not unique to black women. This also includes black men, right? Because this deals with non-black people's relationship with blackness. They hate black people, but at the same time, they love everything about us, right? And I gotta call black men out as well, okay? I gotta be fair here, right? Black men do the same exact thing when it comes to black women. They love everything about black women, but only on non-black women though. And let me expound on that. Y'all know them black men who date interracially, right? And they will talk all the crap in the world about black women. They'll be like, oh, black women are ghetto and yeah, they headstrong and so and so and so, right? But then they will go and they will date a white woman who is all of those things, okay? But she white though. She white though, right? Because I've said this 1,000 times before. These people's issue is not actually this thing or that thing. These people's issue is blackness. They have this weird perverse relationship where they love blackness, but only when it's on non-black people though, right? So you see that with the black men who date interracially, and then you see that with the lesbian Leslie here, right? Who was talking about, golly gee willikers, I need a white woman who's shaped like this. Girl, white girls ain't shaped like that. So you basically saying you need a black woman, right? But again, they have this very perverse relationship with blackness where they only like blackness if it's on somebody else. Have I not talked about this on YouTube 1,000 times? I've talked about how gay non-black men, right? It'll be Asian men, white men. For example, think of Bretman Rock, okay? Think of Bretman Rock, the way that he acts, right? He is literally a bastardized imitation of a black woman. His entire persona is a very clear imitation of what a black woman is, right? And guess what? He's rich and famous for it. He makes a lot of money on YouTube and all of this other stuff, right? And everybody just loves it. Oh yeah, Kiki and Kaka with him, right? But if a black woman gets on YouTube and acts like that, right? This persona of a black woman, right? Everybody's gonna be mad at it because blackness is only okay when it's not on black people. But you know what, y'all? Let me go ahead and go because I have something to do. So think on that.